Hello?
Hello, Terry.
Hold on a second. I got to turn off the dishwasher. Yeah.
Dave Iverson.
Yeah.
Hey, just calling you back. I have not heard anything yet back from our legal counsel, and I had called them and asked the status of that after you were stopped by yesterday, and I haven't heard anything back. So as soon as I hear something, I will give you a call or drop you a little letter.
Well, I would presume that you should just call them up and say, hey, I want it now, because it's been since the first I went and started talking to you, and I've been bringing stuff, ever since.
Yep.
And, I called down to the court administrator's office just the other day, and it took me all of 5 minutes to get all the information I needed, so I don't know why this is a real problem to find out if there was a warrant on July 20th, 2007, Plus, like I said, was telling your secretary there, it's a criminal act not to investigate or bring criminal charges to a complaint in Minnesota.
Yeah.
See, so
yeah, all I can tell you is I forwarded it to them, and I'm waiting on a response. I can't tell them how quick they have to respond to me, but
well, you're the boss.
Worry, so I will let you know when I hear something.
You are the boss of the city attorney, aren't you?
No, the city council is the boss of the city attorney.
Well, you can hire and fire the city attorney, can't you?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Nope, I don't have that authority.
Okay. Well, as far as I understand it, they're an employee, so you can tell them what to do.
Well, they're a contracted employee, so that's a whole different position than an employee. But yeah, and again, when you contact them, I tell them I need something as soon as possible. I can't tell them to get on it right away and drop everything and jump on just what I'm asking them. Usually it's a timely manner, so, and it was over the holidays as well. So,
right, well,
I've asked them again, and
December 1st wasn't the holidays, though.
What's that?
December 1st wasn't the holidays.
Yeah, I don't remember I'd have to look at my stuff that I sent them for the first inquiry I made.
Right.
No,
well,
I sent them two packets of information.
Okay.
The DVD.
Okay. Well, like I said, I mean, it took me all of 5 minutes to talk with Kelly, and all you got to do is toddle over to the court administrator's office, and, Chief Danter's over there on a regular basis. I saw him there, so, I mean, I don't know why he couldn't have, got the information for you, seeing as how he's probably sitting there talking to Tim Riley on a regular basis, so, all I see is this is just a big stone wall, and the brakes are on, and,
No, your issue to me was a complaint against our police department, and that's what I'm investigating.
Okay, well, so you sent that to the city attorney then, too?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I also brought up the fact that 2 complaints have been filed with your chief of police and nothing's happened, and also about that incident on the 14th where your cop is harassing me about filming in the city offices there.
That's what I submitted to them as well.
Okay.
And a response on.
Okay. Because yesterday I was in, one of your officers was talking to your secretary there, and there was absolutely no problem. She was nice as pie, and so there's no confrontation at all. So.
Okay.
So.
Well, like I said, as soon as I hear something, Terry, I will either call you or get you a letter out as to what they tell me. So.
Well, I guess I'd like to have it in writing. That would be the best.
Yep.
So then, if I need to talk to you, then we can set up a time and talk then.
That'd be perfect.
Okay. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Okay, just had a phone call from Dave Iverson from the city of Glenwood, and we're going to go through a few different things here on crisis management. Obviously something that the city of Glenwood does not understand. They're sticking to the old tried and true method of sticking their head in the sand. 20th century crisis management, there's a few different steps in this. I'll tell you where I get this list from when I get done with the list. Number 1, put public health and safety first. It appears they failed miserably at that. It appears Dave Iverson is trying to protect the jobs of the city attorney, Bruce Obenlund, Sheriff Tim Riley, his chief of police, Dale Danter, county attorney Neil Nelson. All the supposed important people in the town and city and county government. Identify stakeholders and respond to their perceptions and expectations. Well, obviously, they know that they've raided my home, they've falsified my mother's statement to the chief of police. So this is just they aren't responding to these perceptions and expectations. Okay, take appropriate ownership of the crisis. Well, obviously they failed at that. They're trying to cover this up. Communicate immediately. The only one who's talked to us, the important people who, the legal end of it, have not communicated to us. Period. It's first communicated to the police on November 24th, Thanksgiving Day. A criminal complaint. That's been covered up. Haven't heard a word about that. Then my mother made a complaint, or filed a complaint with the chief of police. He falsified that information. Haven't heard anything about that. Supposedly that's been sent to the city attorney's office for an investigation. Harassed by a cop on the 14th of this month. See, it's all failed. Just a wall of silence here. Lead the target. Focus the response not only on where the crisis is, but to where it is going. Failed. Well, yeah, they've said, yeah, we've handed over to our legal team, and that's where it sits. Okay, be honest and transparent. Nope. It's all this, well, I'm just waiting. I have no control over these people, blah, 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 which is, of course, complete bullshit. The thing is, Dave knows there's a conflict of interest here. It should be sent out to a outside agency. See, so it's all stonewalling tactics. Beware of the false dawn of premature recovery. They haven't told us, there's a resolution to this to start with, so that's a failure. But anyhow, this comes out of May 5th, 2010, Spin Control, Practical Steps to Managing a Crisis by Burston Marsteller, and they're a public relations firm. Okay, and again, here's the chief threatening me to turn off my camera, because I caught him falsifying my mother's statement that she made in regards to 2007, July 20th, 2007 home invasion by the lawless Pope County Sheriff's Department, which of course the Glenwood Police Department were involved in. Okay, and you can see here's the information was falsified in the report. Okay, we were given a disc with the actual information on it, and you can see the disc doesn't match what was actually written up by the police department. So Daryl Danter is running away in a little huff here because we caught him and we refused to turn off the camera. Okay, we also brought up the fact that it's against the law for the county attorney not to investigate these cases. It's Minnesota Statute 201.275, Investigation Prosecution. A county attorney who is notified by affidavit of an alleged violation of this chapter shall promptly investigate. If there is a probable cause for instituting a prosecution, the county attorney shall proceed by complaint or present the charge with whatever evidence has been found to the grand jury. A county attorney who refuses or intentionally fails to faithfully perform this or any other duty imposed by this chapter is guilty of a misdemeanor, and upon conviction shall forfeit the office. See, they don't want to bring up the fact that my case was filed on November 24th, 2011. Haven't heard a word. Same thing that happened when we filed a case with the chief of police back on December 28th, 2010, case 2010145, fell into the hole of nothingness. See? So that's the presumption that's going to happen with this case 201123004. See? Just the county and the state are conspiring to obstruct justice. See? Because they know they've been involved in criminal activity. Alright, and here Dave Iverson violating some of the basic rules of dealing with, what these people consider activists. This Denise Deegan, managing activism. Anyone who has a complaint with the government is considered an activist. Okay, it says, do not do what you would not want to be seen doing. It may seem obvious, but an organization finds that as being secretive about activities that is carrying out, there's usually good reason for example, there may be a risk of public condemnation should these activities be revealed. Apart from obvious fact that ethical behavior is always desirable, organizations also need to be aware that there is always a risk that the public will find out if they are behaving unethically, like breaking into my home without a warrant and assisting the lawless Pope County Sheriff's Department when they know there is no warrant. Okay? So it says later on, it's a good guide to avoid carrying out activities that would damage the organization's reputation if they were made public. See? Now, being harassed by a cop, going into the city offices to report activity that's unethical or illegal. See, that's what happened on 12/14/11. This is after we've already reported Dale Danter here, or I think maybe this was the day we reported Dale Danter. See, we had the confrontation with him, and then I reported that to Dave Iverson that day. See, obviously they didn't want me coming into the city offices anymore with the camera because I was catching them in the act. Okay, and here's yesterday, the 29th. Now she's got a smile on her face and she's acting like officer friendly there. See, if you watch the video that I put up yesterday, you'll see that. Okay, so you can see that this is pretty embarrassing to them because now they're on film, they're under public scrutiny because this goes up on YouTube. They know it goes up on YouTube. So it's embarrassing for the little town image, you know, to be seen as a bunch of armed thugs harassing people. So that's why Dave didn't want to talk to me yesterday. You know, he didn't want to be on camera. He'd rather talk over the phone, you know, so then he doesn't have his face on video. Because now I could ask him question after question after question. You know, what's happening with this case? You've had it since December. You know, the police department's had my case since November 24th. You know, but they're saying, oh, it's over the holidays, blah blah blah. Yeah, you've had over a month, just wasting time. Okay, and go back to this other thing from this Denise Deegan here, managing activism. Summary: how not to deal with activists. Ignoring activists increases the likelihood that they will seek third-party intervention from the media, the government, and the public to force change. Avoiding issues encourages them to spiral out of control. And what have these people done? Tried to bury this thing, tried to stonewall me. See, they're hoping that I drop dead, or you know, something happens to me, so I just quit. You know, I give up hope and I quit. Not going to happen, Dave. Not going to happen, Neil Nelson. Not going to happen, Tim Riley. See? So, and not going to happen, Dale Danter. So, you might as well give me the answer, and then I'm going to take your answer, and I'm going to grind you into the dirt with it. See? Because I've got you all caught. All right? Okay. 2. Seeking to influence public opinion in response to activist pressure is extremely difficult as people's behavior and attitudes are hard to change, especially in turbulent environments. See? Again, I've shown the change of their attitude here just by me putting up the different videos, you know, and making different phone calls. Now I started an assault on the court system by asking them for that information. Just like I said in this phone call here, asking them where's the warrant, you know, for July 20th, 2007. I got an answer from Kelly. It took me all of 5 minutes. See? So now they're getting back. They're putting the sheep mask back on the wolf here. Like I said, you know, the July 29th. Now they're trying to be the officer friendly again. All right. Aggressive behavior such as trying to discredit groups publicly, initiating lawsuits against them, or seeking to undermine their funding is likely to require endless financial and human resources. Groups prosper when threatened, and an organization's reputation can be badly damaged by being publicly presented as a bully. I have clear, precise, and unquestionable evidence that the sheriff, who was chief deputy at the time, engaged in perjury. They submitted fraudulent documents into the court system, and the judge signed it. And then they maliciously prosecuted me with this false information. See, and that's what they've done over and over and over again. See, and I can testify to the perjury. I can testify to the fraudulent documents. That's what they're screwing up on. Okay? Seeking to persuade activists of the bigger picture has limited effect as activists resist being persuaded. Yeah. These guys belong in jail. That's all there is to it. They're not going to convince me to do anything other than that. International research shows that the above responses had limited effect. Well, of course. See, they aren't going to shove their little agenda down my throat. It's not going to happen. Okay? So here's some of the tactics they use, so watch out for them. Thank you for your time.